Hello everyone, this is Tiffany from the Woolen Homestead. This is Emily from Knit 2 Cultivate 2.
Hello, hello.
So we are doing a new craft day. Yeah, like a
collaboration mashup.
Yeah, we're just hanging out and trying out a new craft together. We both live in the same town, so this is super fun. And it's just super casual, hanging out at the house. This is Emily's lovely, lovely house with this really pretty window, looks out to the street, so cute. And we are using up scraps and we are kind of making a little basket tray type.
I can pull it up.
Yeah,
Let me
and we
pull
can
it up.
also put a picture on the screen too.
Yeah.
So it's super
Oh yeah, we'll put a picture up.
Yeah.
That's really good.
So we got all our scraps.
Yeah.
You brought this
And
awesome
macrame yarn.
yarn.
It's, hang on, it is Lion Brand macrame, recycled cotton, macrame, crochet, knit, save the planet.
So cool.
Recycled cotton saves 5,900 cups of water per ball. And we're using it to make coiled baskets, and we're going to put natural elements around the outside.
It's really
like branches.
Yeah.
Oh, and I keep forgetting we're doing notions trays because it is going to be a lot shorter.
Yeah.
We're going to do little notions trays because our core yarn is, it's thick. It's just, it's not super sturdy, so I really don't think it's going to be, like, this isn't very much of a basket.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel as substantial.
Perfect.
So I think the branches, it'll be a coiled basket, and we're going to weave some branches in, kind of just a ruffly pattern. What would you call that?
Yeah, kind of, I don't know, it almost
Waves?
looks like, yeah. And make a little crown. Looks like a little crown on the outside.
That's a good one.
Very decorative.
Yeah.
Super
so cool. Hopefully we are winging it. So
yeah,
hopefully
we're literally winging it. We're just, we
looked up a tutorial and we were not doing it that way. So,
so we're just going for it.
This idea, or I've seen these baskets so many times before, but Chevis from Chevy Rail Stuff has a great tutorial on this.
Oh,
I feel like she said that she learned it in like middle school or something, which I think is so funny. Like, I definitely remember middle school art and like the fun projects we did, so that's fun. But that's what put this on my radar, and I had all kinds of nature weavings in Pinterest, and I came across a coiled basket with these woven in natural elements, and it reminded me of her tutorial, so that's kind of what we're following.
I love that.
Well, roughly, because I watched that video like 6 months ago, and we're just taking it from my memory, which is garbage, so I don't know if that's a great idea.
It's kind of fun though, because I feel like it's kind of intuitive this way.
It really is. I really don't think this is that bad. I mean, it's really fun. So it may take us a while to get through this portion, although I feel like we're moving faster.
Yeah. Yeah, once we kind of got through the learning curve and kind of maybe I'm still on the learning curve, but
so essentially, essentially, you have a core and you're making a spiral with your core, and then you're wrapping your scrap yarn, the decorative yarn you want, around the core, but every once in a while you're tacking it back through the previous layer to keep it in like a cohesive, or to attach it to the spiral. So yeah, this is, and we started off with fingering weight, which would be fine. It just was really thin, and it was gonna take a while for us to do it. So I grabbed, this is worsted.
Yeah,
Ugh.
and I've got some sock weight held double.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of going with it.
That's so smart. And we have fun trivia questions we're gonna do. This is gonna be hit or miss because I've read the first 4 of them,
and I'm awful with trivia, so I think this will be even more.
I'm so excited. There are easy questions though, and there are some interesting ones, or some that like I'm sure I'm not gonna understand. But the first one we have are that many socks are knit with yarn made from wool or animal fibers. What is often added to animal fibers for durability?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with nylon.
I think you're right. So nylon is obviously, I think most knitters know nylon is added to socks to add strength to the animal fibers. I wonder if it has some cool information here. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Well, okay, see, I didn't know this. Why do you think that nylon adds durability? Would you guess it's because of the stretchiness it adds?
Yeah, what is it?
No, I mean, it says it adds a bit of stretch that allows for longer wear.
Oh.
So the stretchiness afforded by nylon also helps create better fitting socks. But I didn't know nylon wouldn't, I always thought it would have been more rigid.
Like, yeah.
Like the
durable.
opposite.
That's cool.
All right. Okay, this one. Oh, that's a quick question. I don't know what those are. What is it called when you knit one row and purl the next? Boring is the first choice. The second is it's multiple choice. A beginner's technique, simple knitting, or stockinette stitch. I mean, we need more creative choices on that one.
Boring.
Okay, this is pretty good. One of the earliest examples of a knit-like textile has shown to be made using the knot binding technique. And which of the following is true? It was developed by indigenous Southeastern Asian people. Examples have been found in burial sites in North America. Produces a textile with one threaded needle. Or bits of textile created with this technique were used to keep farm animals warm in colder climates.
Ooh, I have no idea. I'm assuming it's not the farm animal one.
No, you would be right. I do think this is interesting, and I don't know why I know this, but I knew this one. I mean, I think I just guessed. I used what sounded familiar, but it is the, let's see. You produce a textile with one threaded needle. So you use loops to create fabric using a threaded needle, not two unthreaded needles. So it's like a darning needle.
Okay. That's cool.
I feel like I don't know why I saw that. I feel like somebody talked about that one time.
That's cool.
Okay, I didn't know this either. Which English king who gave up his throne to marry a divorcee made Fair Isle pullovers into a fashionable garment in the 1920s?
Ooh. Ooh, is it,
I think you're gonna
was it Albert?
Edward the,
Edward.
Yep.
That's what I meant.
You're right.
Okay, because they didn't talk about that, but they mentioned him on The Crown.
Well, this talks about, oh really? I only watched the first 2 seasons of that too. Because I don't want to, I'm like so excited about the Dianas.
Yes.
Years that I just am not ready to, like,
it's good stuff.
Have it end. Let's see. It started when James A. Smith gave the Prince of Wales a pullover with a Fair Isle pattern. He would wear it all the time. Alice Starmore, holy moly, said his adoption of the style was greatly significant in popularizing and commercializing Fair Isle. What?
That's so cool.
That is cool.
This is good trivia.
That is cool. Well, that was a neat one.
Yeah. I like this.
Yeah, I didn't know any of that. What else? Oh, that's a weird one. As a knitter, I detest sewing. What is one way to avoid sewing your knitting together? Ooh. Oh, okay.
Top down.
Knit a vest in the round. So I guess we can stop and answer each one. Would you be able to, there would be no mending. There would, I mean, if you were knitting it in the round, there would never be, well, what about, would it be bottom up?
Ooh, if it's, for a vest? I would imagine.
If it was bottom up for a vest, then you'd have to seam the top. It'd have to be top down.
I just think like a top down sweater.
Because you wouldn't have any, it would have to be top down vest to not have any seaming. So yes and no. Knit a skirt or hat in the round. Yeah. all of these or knit a scarf. Yeah, that was a weird. All right, that was a bust. This is a good one. What is generally the best stitch to use if you want your garment to have a close fit around the waist or wrist?
Oh, ribbing.
Yeah, you know what? I just got a stitch dictionary from the library to browse, and there was a whole section on ribbing. That's cool. And there were like braided ribbons and like all kinds, and like honestly I think the biggest takeaway from the book was that I want to try different ribbing.
Yeah.
Like that's all I saw.
And that's like my least favorite thing to do, but it's so worth it.
Well, some of them were like, they were cable ribs. And I was like, oh, I think that sounds neat. The rib stitch.
So is it normal to have like a hole because you're only tacking it down?
Yeah, I feel like we could, yeah.
Or should we like tack, or should we like
I feel like we should
every stitch? Or is that
so I'm doing it every 4.
Okay.
So I'm tacking, I wrap 1, 2, 3, this was 3 times. I wrap it 4 times, and I'm trying to twist, but I wrap it 4 times. I think a part of it that will help is if you hold, when you're tacking it in, you make sure to hold this pretty tight to the edge. That makes sense, yes. But I don't hold that tight when you're wrapping. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. But that's kind of annoying. Okay, this is good. Maybe I learned about this in history stuff with the kids. Where have some of the oldest intact examples of clothing made from nawl binding been found? And we said nawl binding is a textile technique, I think it predates knitting, that uses 1 threaded needle to make fabric with loops versus 2 unthreaded needles with knitting. So it's saying where? Oh. I mean, I'll tell you. Yeah. I don't think we need to. These don't have answers, so like I'm not gonna think of these right off the top of the head. But in ancient Egyptian tombs. Oh, cool. That's interesting because the fabric would be. That's cool. Most have divisions. I don't understand what that's saying, but that's okay. Ooh, I don't know that. I didn't know any of this. What is the name of the famous English knitting expert who was the head designer for Pattons and became a popular personality through his knitting show on BBC? Ooh, I don't know. Who is that? I didn't either. James Norbury. It says he made a segment of BBC Women's Hour very popular. He wrote books like Traditional Knitting Patterns from Scandinavia, the British Isles, France, Italy, and other European countries. He was one of the greatest influences on British knitting. That's cool. Some of these are weird. Like, how would you add a brim to a hat? And the answer is picking up stitches around the edge and then knitting or crocheting. I mean, it's not a trivia. Something like into it though to like reinforce it or to make it. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, yeah, if you want it to be. But yeah, that's just heavier. Like, but it's just like a random question, yeah. Not trivia. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, here's a good one. If you examine a sock, you'll notice that it's basically a tube with a bend in it. There are several ways to create that bend for your heel. Which of the following is not a common name for a type of heel, sock heel construction? Dutch heel, snake heel, short row heel, or peasant heel? Ooh. Which one's not? Snake? Nice. Is it? Yeah. Cool. If you take a close look, but I've heard of Dutch and I haven't heard of short row. I hadn't heard of Dutch. Yeah, I've heard of that one. That's interesting. That's so fun. Yeah. I was looking at your beautiful spinning wheel over here too. Do you see that it has no more fiber than what I spun at the yarn shop? Same. I have not been spinning I have not either. Well, okay, here's part of it. I keep needing to. I was like, I'm gonna take it outside. But I'm not gonna take it outside. It's a brand new mattress.
Yes,
like it's not going outside.
Nope, it's staying right here.
Yeah.
Same. Or I'm
well, and then I got this chair, this nice chair to spin with. Cute. And that has not helped. Yeah, and this is why. Somebody, I've been meaning to go comment back. Somebody commented about how many knitting projects I had. And I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, I get it. And like, I used to think that it was just because I knit all the time. But then at knit night, somebody was like, oh no, you just knit really fast too. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, at least I feel a little bit better that, but like right now, I mean, that's what we do. We're outside and, you can take the kids are outside and I could not knit outside in the summer in Ohio. Yeah. But here I have knit throughout the entire, like I knit on that bulky weight wool sweater in the middle of July outside on my porch. Midday. Like it was, so I have been doing so much more knitting.
That's cool. You can
out and about than I could at any time.
That's so fun.
So yes, I've been getting a lot done.
That's awesome.
Also, I love this age with kids because they really just enjoy.
They kind of doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Have you guys been doing any fun activities around the area with them?
We do.
Going to different places?
We've been going to a lot of the like Tunes on the Tridge and outdoor concert stuff. Colin played with a Saginaw band. He was like filling in.
Oh, cool.
No concept of when that was. It was recently, like within this week.
That's awesome.
But I don't know what day of the week it is most times.
Yeah.
Like it's just irrelevant in our summer life right now. That's the other piece to it is I'm getting a lot of projects done because my husband's not teaching this summer. And so he's been home, like a lot of the stuff that my husband and I have to do right now is planning. So I got through all of my homeschool planning for the entire year, minus our like unit studies. But like all our core subjects, everything's done, everything's printed out, everything's gathered. So like I'm already at that, like that, a lot of it was sitting down and planning. And like for him, he was planning his courses for next year and things like that. So it's been, a lot of the tasks that I am doing right now are just knitting friendly.
That's awesome. I'm finding like kind of like what we talked about before, like you have to have so many different projects going because you just get like kind of bored with one thing.
Yeah, 100%. You gotta follow the dopamine.
Yes, like that is what I'm feeling lately, and that's why like I'm really glad we're doing this because I'm just kind of craving something different. That's why it was nice doing the sewing last night too, and just really
that's exciting.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking? I've been having a hard time picking. There is a very, very, very close family friend of ours that is having a baby at the end of December, and I've been like debating what to make, and I don't really know what I'm gonna make. But I might, this is ambitious and I feel like if I say it out loud now I'm stuck with it, but I think I'm gonna weave a baby blanket.
That would be so cute.
I think so too. I don't know how I came across that idea, but I might do that. And I've never woven a baby blanket, so that would be a fun project, I think.
That is awesome.
So maybe I'll do that.
Now, do you have a loom here?
Yeah, it's in my sunroom. I can show it to you. It's not really, there's nothing on it because my sunroom needs to be painted, and that's obviously not been happening. See, the only thing about this is the yarn that we're using as the core is not very stable, and so like I am glad we're doing notions trays because this isn't going to be very sturdy.
Right, like carrying stuff in would be a bit rough. But I think, yeah, this is going to be so cute on a side table.
Yeah, I think so too. Can I see your scissors again?
Yeah. Barring that my dog doesn't chew it up.
Do you like that I picked like 7 colors because I thought I was like, oh, these are going to be fast. We'll have a few.
Same.
Not a realistic goal at all. All right.
And I'm debating, like, do I switch my colors? No. Do I Do I just go until I run out of this one?
Yeah, I'm glad I'm using this because it's just scraps.
Yes. Oh,
nuts. So I'm sorry, guys. All right. Let's see if I can find. There were some fun like would you rather ones. I didn't find a lot of those, but there was one that was like cables versus lace.
Oh.
What would you do with that? Which one would you do?
Okay. I think cables.
Same.
Yeah.
100%. That's what I said.
And I think mostly, well, I don't really know how to fix cables either, but I feel like fixing a cable
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Than lace.
100%. I agree.
That's fun. I'm trying to think of a fun would you rather.
I know. There was another, the other one that was good was if you could only use one for the rest of your life, would it be solid colors or variegated skeins?
Oh, variegated.
Seriously?
Sure.
I would have said solid.
Yeah.
I absolutely would have said solid. That's a good one, I thought.
Yeah, I love that.
I would have said variegated before.
Because your colors are
all
variegated and mine are all solid.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, right. Obviously. But you would always do a variegated. See, my thing is the patterns I want in it, I feel like aren't suited for variegated yarns.
Yes,
and like I am such a product knitter. I want the see. I'm not at 100% not at all. If there's not an item at the end, I do not care. I want the knitted garment.
That's fun. I think that's why I start so many scrappy blankets.
Because you just like the knitting itself.
Yeah, I just like
see, maybe that's why I don't start scrappy blankets.
Yeah, and then but then I get overwhelmed if I have too much though too. So it's kind of a no-win. But and then I went and cast on a sweater this morning, which oh well.
Tell me again, because I think I've asked twice.
Oh, it's the Billy Zip.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's got a little zipper, like a little zipper on the neck, like 3/4. It's so cute. It's
I like that.
Cute, yeah.
I'm anxious to see how sewing the zipper on is.
I know, me too.
Because I do not have experience with that. But zippers would be nice. I kind of like the idea of a zipper.
Yeah, and it's gonna be. This is also funny. It's solid color, two-tone, like neutral.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so
what about you guys? So have you done anything fun over the summer, or like what have you guys been?
What have we been doing? We did a bunch of yard work the other day. That was very satisfying.
That is good.
We just pulled a ton of weeds.
Nice. I bet that felt good.
Yeah. Ethan and his brother have been working on their bikes a lot, which has been really fun. So I just hang out and I got my
now. Do they live close by?
Yes.
I thought so.
Yep, we're just a street away from them. So, and he'll come over, we all work out, and it's fun.
Okay. But Leslie lives here in town.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. And
they're just a street over.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So it's very
cool.
Nice. Yeah.
Trying to put all the pieces in order in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that is fun. That's really nice. I'm super, super bummed. My sister has moved to a new state.
Aw. Where's she at now?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, yes. I remember you saying that.
Yep.
Aw.
But, I mean, she's busy again, too, so it's not like... I mean, I feel sad, obviously, but, like, it's only so much because she's too busy. Like, even if she lived in the town, she's back to, like, ridiculous hospital hours. So.
Yeah.
We would not be seeing her a ton anyway.
Aw.
Which is alright.
Busy.
Yeah. But you know what? With Zooms now, it is so different. I mean, just like talking, like just even her, like talking to my kids or something.
You feel like you actually get to see them.
Well, and so that's another thing my kids do a lot of. If they play... They like playing like Roblox and video games with friends, but or just Minecraft even, but they'll have a Zoom going at the same time so they can chit chat, which is so great because then you are actually like collaborating, especially with Minecraft. You're actually doing things.
Yes.
But no, that is fun. And honestly, I've been spending so much time just on my porch.
Yes.
I sit on my porch constantly. I am such an old person. My husband
isn't it
says,
fun?
Colin, like, and this is 100% true. I'm not even denying it 1 second. But he told me that my demographic is 60, and he's absolutely right.
I love it. I feel that. We have a 3-season porch on our front, like, front of our house, and it's the best. And we just put a table out there, and so that's where I was cutting up fabric there last night.
Oh, nice.
And a candle, and like we had all the windows open.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Is it screened in or is it windows?
Windows.
Okay, so that's how our sunroom is in the back.
Yes.
But it's okay, so tell me, do you have like, do you use it at all during the winter?
We do have a little heater in there.
Does it work at all?
It works, but it takes a minute to heat it up. Like we'll turn it on and then go do something else for like a half hour.
Okay, well see, that's what I haven't tried yet, and I'm gonna do, because I have a heater out there that I got, but I always would turn it on when I was out there.
Yeah.
So I didn't know.
Yeah, we just got like one of those, like, they look like a little fireplace.
That's exactly what this is.
Yes. Yep. And it's
like
it's
a fake fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cheap.
It's nice.
Yeah. Because I would love to use that room in the winter.
Yes. We just put like any of our games that we have and like puzzles and stuff out there.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah. And then that way, like, and now we have that table out there, so we can do that.
I like that.
Yeah.
I literally would rather be outside any second of the day.
Yeah.
You know what part of it is I think it's all the sensory seeking behavior, because it's the wind. I've literally been just sitting on my porch, like on all my, when I'm not doing something or just taking a break, like I just go out there and listen to a podcast instead of sitting in here. Or at least over the summer I have this year.
I don't do that as much, and I should.
There's apparently a lot of, what is it called? The girl that's podcast or YouTube channel, How to ADHD.
Yes, I
fabulous. She's huge in the ADHD community now, and she is amazingly fabulous. Her advice is spot on. She does awesome collaborations, and her information is up to date. Her information is more up to date than most family doctors' information is, and so she is a big name in the ADHD community.
Yeah, I like
and
her
she
channel.
talks about, I'll have to see if I can find it and link it, but she talks about, there's like the green effect or something on ADHD and like the importance of nature spaces and what it does to our brain. That's all I remember.
Yeah,
from
because
that.
like once I'm out there, I love it. For me, it's just like I need to like remind myself to go out.
You know, and my kids are outside a lot, playing, and Stella's still. She's okay to be outside in our yard by herself, but like if she's playing outside with other kids, like she's still, you know, needs an adult sometimes. Yeah. So I like to, and honestly, to be quite honest, I just want to watch them play. Yeah. Like I want to see them playing because I enjoy being around them. So
that's so sweet.
I've just been sitting outside and taking my knitting so that I can hang out.
Perfect.
While they're running around biking or something. Yeah, I feel like if we had a better core, like a big, thick core, this would be way better. But it's working really well. It's going to be good for what we're doing. Yeah, but perfect. I think I do want to do one that's bigger. Like this is a fabulous idea for scraps. Yes, I am.
And to like mix it up. You know, like trying a different craft.
Well, yeah, although. Don't feel like I need more crafts. I feel like that's part of the backlog of.
This is a crossover.
It is a crossover. That's right. I love this idea. I have so many projects I want to try. What was it that Instagram gave me an ad for like local stained glass classes, and I was like, "Don't stop." How did you know?
That's so cool.
Oh,
my grandma used to do that.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
We still have some of her stuff. It was so
Oh, that's awesome. I have so much stained glass. Just like small pieces, not even like for windows.
Yeah, my mom's got a ton of them. It's so cool.
That's awesome. I definitely want to do it someday. And pottery's on my list. Yes. Space Studios has a fabulous class that I want to do. And it's what, 15 minutes away?
Yeah.
It's not
that far. Not far. My brother-in-law, when he was doing a pottery class at Delta, and he, oh my gosh, so good. He made us a bunch of stuff for like Christmas that year.
That's
and
awesome.
those are my favorite mugs.
I'm so obsessed.
Awesome. He's like a natural with
I
it.
started following more pottery people on, now I have wanted a kick pottery wheel since I was in middle school.
Yeah.
So like this has been a long time. Like I really do want to do this, but I want to take that class. I think it sounds really good. And I feel it was like an 8-week class. I think it was like $200. I don't think it was that bad because your materials are included.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, finally switching colors.
Oh, I want to see what you're gonna do.
I'm excited. I'm gonna do some pink. Yeah, let's do some pink. Some yarn barf.
I know. This is a good. My mom really likes doing needlepoint. And
Does she do like
I wonder she would probably like this. She was really into that well, I feel like I'm not gonna say that right.
Oh my gosh.
I know the Japanese
Shishiko?
Yep, sushiko. That's
Yeah.
right. I was gonna say sashimi, and that was not right. That is food, and
That's what I was gonna say too. I was like, that's not right. Not right.
that's not it. But
It's so funny.
yeah, so she's been really into that lately,
That's really
which is
cool.
fun. She's been having fun drawing with stencils with Stella too.
Aww.
She has some stencils here that she got Stella, and they've enjoyed that. What is it? Yesterday, maybe it was this morning. Stella was talking about wanting to draw things and how she draws the same thing over and over. And I was like, well, do you want to get some books on how to draw? And she's like, I think my stencils are fine. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm good with the stencils.
That's cute.
It sounds like work. I feel you, girl.
So funny. Yup. It's like, no, I'm
No
good.
thanks. All right, so you've got the zip sweater on your needles.
I have like a crochet blanket, like a granny square, little tiny ones. They're like 2x2 each square.
Oh, cute.
I've got Stephen West's blanket.
Are you going to do his knit along this year?
Yeah, I love doing that. I never.
See, I know that I want to.
Yeah.
I want to, but it is going to stress me out so much.
It is
not
stressful.
like picking the colors, and
Yeah.
I know that my OCD brain cannot do that.
I had to like finally just go, okay, I know I won't complete it in time. I never do. I never have.
Okay.
And so,
well, see, that might work.
yeah,
for me.
I couldn't, because I would get really like kind of
anxious
shape about that. Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, nope, I'm just gonna do it and not worry about. And then I also don't, like, I got over trying to not see spoilers because that would stress me out. So
that's a good point too.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'll see the spoilers if they come up, you know.
Yeah, get a little low.
Because I already know that I'm not gonna have it done when it's over.
Right.
And that made it a lot more fun.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I am the problem.
I'm same
my
way.
own brain
Same
is the
way.
problem. That,
100%. I am the same.
But no, I'm excited to see what it is this year. I like seeing them come along. It's just, I know if I'm working on it, I would get mad. That's just not a good idea.
I'm not doing it. Yeah, it's super fun. Yeah, his blankets are really fun too. That star blanket's really cool. That one's worsted in DK, and I've stopped working on that a little bit because of summer, but I've also just been wanting to work on other projects.
I know. There's so many projects.
I know.
So many projects. I do feel like every time I go through my favorites, though, I whittle it down more.
Yeah.
But I add so many.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, this wasn't as interesting as I thought, or.
Now you were talking about project planning.
Oh yeah.
What are some?
Oh. Yeah. Let
with
me
your
see.
stash.
Yeah, I did. I went through Stash to kind of plan some projects and at least have did this come up? Oh, I'm making a James Watts look at my holes to go over. I actually am using this yarn is the yarn I use to knit a bralette.
Yes, aren't those comfy?
So cute, but it's gonna be under it. And it's a deep purple like this, and it'll be a look at my holes to go on top of this like tie-dye color.
That's cute. What a good idea.
Well, I had the yarn, so I don't feel like I had the idea. I feel like I saw that this would work for the pattern, and it was like the colors work. Yeah. But, so this yarn, the yarn I'm using is Luminescence Knit Picks. It's pure silk. Ooh. And I got it at the Knit Picks warehouse sale a few years ago, which if they ever have one again, I will be there in Columbus at it.
Oh, cool.
But it was amazing. I got so much yarn. But when I got to the checkout, the lady told me, she goes, the yarn, all the money you spent today would have been this yarn full price because it was like 75% off. So it was like, I think I got like 12 skeins of this one color. I got an entire bag of it, of this one color. So maybe it was 10 skeins of this one color. They're 50 gram skeins, but they're like lace weight. So they're 400 yards. And I'm holding it double. It calls for sport weight yarn.
Okay.
So, it's going really well. I like it a lot. And I think it's gonna fit well. I'm adding repeats to the underarm. We were trying to decide what I needed to do. And what's funny about it is it was designed, like I measured it, it was the right length for the pattern, but like on my body, it was not going to work. And we were like holding it up and we were trying to figure it out last night. And she's like, you need to knit some extra repeats.
That's awesome.
So I'm knitting some extra repeats. So I think it'll be a little, kind of like longer sweater, but I want the sleeves to still be on the shorter end. We'll see.
That'll be so
but I'm excited about that. I have a produce bag I'm working on with that, with cotton. What else do I have? Oh, I'm doing the Timberline by Jared Flood.
Ooh.
And it's for my husband using like navy yarn. Cute. That one's fun and cabled, but I cast out on, you know what's not fun is alternating skeins with cables.
Oh gosh.
So
that does not sound fun at all.
Also not fun is that the pattern starts with the sleeves.
Oh no.
Puff up. And I was like, okay, let me learn to manage alternating skeins with cables on a sleeve instead of a body of a cardigan. Oh, no. So that one's fun. I have, this one is a fun one that I planned. The Beautiful Day shawl.
Ooh.
We'll put a picture up.
Yeah. Who's that by?
This is by, I don't know who this is. It's Nadia. I do not know how to pronounce the last name. Yeah, I'll put the link and everything. But then I'm gonna try mixing weights of yarn. Oh, yeah, and do a lace weight for the lace panels. And so it'll just be looser. Yeah. And then a fingering weight for the body.
Ooh, I love those colors together.
Yeah, it's Malabrigo Anniversario. And this is Shaburi, is that how you say it? Shaburi knits. I don't know. Can't even see the name of it right now. But it's like silk or something.
That yarn on the right?
Nope. I think this is from the Yarn Shop in Columbus.
Okay.
Or I might have ordered it. I love that colorway. It's one of my favorites. So I have that shawl, and then this is fun that I'm excited about. We will put all these pictures up. Oh, so these are neons, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I picked a thing. Ooh, you know what though? I'm really excited about this one. There is a vest I'm gonna make. Ribblesdale vest.
Oh, cute!
And this is the yarn I had.
That's really cute.
It's this Avita, and it's fuzzy.
Oh, yes.
It's gonna be so cute. So it's, yeah. So those are the, I would say the most fun projects that I have going, or like up.
Like planned ahead.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I have, once we're leaving for a trip, today's Thursday the 4th, we're leaving for a trip Sunday, and we'll be gone for like a week almost. So I'm really excited. But I totally lost what I was saying. I have no idea where I was going with that. There's some reason that it has to be after vacation. Something about what I was talking about.
Maybe you're gonna start more projects.
Oh, sunroom. My husband needs to help me really get it painted. So the problem with it is that we're using oil-based primer because of how open the wood is, but like it dries so quickly and we were having trouble. So finally we got some paint thinner and it's going faster, but it has been the longest project. Aww. And it's just one of those projects I can't get done by myself with the kids. So it's...
Gotta tag team it.
Yeah, we're just not quite at that age yet.
Hey guys, so it's been about a week and I have been working on my basket, and I did finish it up last night. And so yeah, I tried it with the sticks around the edge and I could not make it look good. I could not make it look good at all. So I gave up on that. I have a picture of what it looked like, so I will insert that in here. But I did decide to take them out just because I couldn't get it to look right. I think had my bowl been bigger, I think it could probably work better, and or yeah, I think that would probably work better because then I could use longer pieces. I don't know. I'm not sure, but for me, I just didn't like how it was looking. So, and the picture was so pretty. So I was like, it's okay. I'm liking how it looks without it. So this is, I do have to weave in the last little bit of ends, but this is how it turned out. And it's so fun. I love it so much. So it's just a little like Notions style, you know, or I could put my scraps in it, things like that, like when I'm weaving in ends. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I just love its size. I think it's so fun. Yeah, I'll show you guys what it looks like on the table too. So yeah, like I said, ignore the end, but yeah, that's what it looks like. It's so fun. Just a little spot for my goodies. I think it'll fit really well on the side table. Like I said, I can put Notions in there, scrap yarn when I'm weaving in ends. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a really, really fun little project, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Hey friends, it's Emily from Knit 2 Cultivate 2. I'm here to show you my updated project. Look how cute! I love it. This was scrap yarn, and let me see how close I can get it. It's tiny. I need to obviously figure out what I'm doing with those ends so that they're not sticking out, but I love it. I second what Tiffany says about the bowls being too small for the twigs. Even the smallest ones I could find were breaking when I tried to weave them in. If the bowl had been bigger and I didn't have to bend the sticks as much, it wouldn't have been a problem. So next steps for me, I am going to try to redo this. This is, I mean, it's flexible. It will hold stitch markers. It's going to be wonderful, but it's very flexible and not as sturdy. So a bigger one would not be fabulous. So what I'm going to do is make, actually, I think what I'm going to do, I saw somebody do this with Plarn, but they held multiple strands of it together. So I think I'm just going to do the plastic bag, grocery bags with the handle cut off, and use the whole bag instead of holding it double, because that will naturally do the same thing. And it would be consistent diameter because you're cutting the handles off, which is the only part that's not as much plastic in the round, right? So I think that's what I'm gonna do next. There's another method of wrapping the yarn around your core where you kind of do like a half hitch each time, and I think that might be more stable. What we did around the individual thread, we wrapped it 3 or 4 times, and then right here you can see I went down to the second level. So that is kind of nice because it breaks up all the color, which I love. But also in between those 2 catches, you have about 4 wraps around your core. And I don't think it's going to be a problem, but I can see half hitching it every single time as being more stable. So I might look into more of that as well. But other than that, this was a really fun project. I think it's adorable. I used scraps and I got a cute little notions pouch out of it. So I'm definitely gonna do another one. But I hope you enjoyed our video. Like, subscribe, check out Tiffany at the Woolen Homestead if you're coming from my channel, and have a great day, guys.
So yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. I hope you're well. Please go follow Emily's YouTube channel if you have not checked it out. It's Knit2, Cultivate 2. I will have a link below in the description box so you can go check her out. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.